Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this really cute gift basket for Valentine's Day. It has shower jellies that you can make in heart-shaped form. It also has soap, which you can stamp someone's name in on the back. And this is pretty much what the front of the soap looks like with flowers and I love you. And lastly, it also has a lotion bar, and this one is lavender and rosemary. So first I'm just going to start off by showing you how I make this soap. I poured the liquid soap that I got from a craft store inside this mold that I purchased online. And here I am just removing the soap after it's solidified from the mold. And as you can see, it has flowers on one side and it also says I love you. Now, this soap I wanted to personalize because I was making it for my mom. And so I used a cookie stamp when the soap was still liquefied and put that on the back in the letters MOM, so it spells out mom. So you'll see in a minute how this soap says mom. So if you want to see more detail how I make soaps, you can refer to my other soap video where I made rose soap. Now I'm just going to show you how I make the lotion bars. You will first need some coconut oil, some beeswax, and those are the two items that you need at a bare minimum. If you'd like, you can also add in almond oil and you can also add in cocoa butter, but I've also just done it with just those two ingredients. So I just finished heating up the oil as well as the beeswax. So here you can see the coconut oil as well as the beeswax melted, and I use 1 part each. So here it's half a cup of the beeswax as well as half a cup of the coconut oil. And here you can see the other ingredients, so the cocoa butter as well as the almond oil, which I've melted together here to make that smooth mixture. So next I'm just going to combine the ingredients and mix them together so that it's all in one batch. So now I've mixed together all the oils, so I have about 2 cups oil total, including the beeswax, and I want to add in my essential oils. So here is lavender oil. I'm just showing you which one I'm using. I'll be adding lavender flowers, and I'm also going to be adding rosemary scent, um, as well as make some that are just, peppermint scent. And I'll be making some that are love spell scent because I got this love spell from one of the local craft stores. So I'll be using several different molds. I'll be using the same heart-shaped mold that I used before for the soap. I'll be using some flower-ish looking molds just to keep the theme of Valentine's Day going, and I'll also be just using some regular molds. This is the stamp that I used in the soap. I'll also be using that in the lotion bars to personalize them. So here I am making the lotion bars. I have lavender flowers in here, and I'm going to add some rosemary to make the lavender and rosemary scented lotion bar. And after that, I pour in the mixture as well as put in a few drops of the essential lavender and rosemary oils. And I would just follow your manufacturer's instructions to see how many drops to add. And that's it for the lotion bars. Next up, I'm going to be showing you how to make these adorable shower jellies that I made for some friends. They show true besties on there, but you can get heart-shaped ones that say I love you. I pretty much just use a cookie mold to make these. So this is my already prepared shower jelly mixture. I'll start off by telling you what went inside of it. I had water. I also added this shower soap. I really like the scent of that one. I added some gelatin packets to give it that, help it firm up some. I also added some salt, specifically a teaspoon of salt, and later on I'll be showing you me adding some food coloring. So in order to make this mixture, I first start off with 2/3 a cup of water. I boiled that in the microwave. Then I poured in the gelatin slowly but surely because I wanted it to melt without clumping. And after that, I added in the shower jelly up to basically between the 1 cup mark and about 1 1/4 cup mark. So it's probably like 1.1 or so cups with the shower jelly, sorry, the shower body wash, as well as the water. Then I added the food coloring after adding in the teaspoon of salt, which is what I'm basically doing here. I started out by putting in about 2 drops of this food coloring, but you can really make it as red as you want. I actually ended up, after stirring it up some, deciding that I wanted to add an extra drop of food coloring just to give it that extra red color in the spirit of Valentine's Day. So I just keep on stirring it until everything is evenly distributed. And it's just what you see me doing here. And I want to make sure it's a nice smooth mixture, no clumping with the gelatin whatsoever, which it's pretty much looking like right there. And then after that, I'm going to just grab my molds. And like I said earlier, these were basically cookie molds, and they specifically say True Besties on the back, which I thought was so cute. But you can really use whatever mold you want. You definitely want to make sure you use a silicone mold so that it's easy to remove these because these shower jellies are not as firm as soap. So it's much easier to remove them with a silicone mold. So here I am just pouring in the shower jelly mixture into each one of these. And um, ultimately, you have to let these sit for quite a few hours, or you should put them in the fridge to really speed up the process because it does take longer for these to firm up than just your regular soaps. So just continuing to pour it in there and put them all in the different molds. So after getting everything in the molds, I wanted to add some rubbing alcohol to the top of the mixture as it was setting because there are some bubbles forming on the top, and rubbing alcohol is really great to dissipate the bubbles. You can see here, I'm just pouring it on top for each one to make sure that we have a bubble-free mixture. After everything is set and ready to go, I usually let it sit overnight. I'll also put it in the fridge to just speed up the process. So this is the finished look. That is the tissue paper, and I basically made it in the shape of a flower to add to the decorative effect. That's the finished lotion bar. As you can see, the lavender as well as the rosemary flowers seeping through, giving it that really cosmetic effect. This is the soap bar that has like the flowers as well as the I love you written on it. Super adorable. And then lastly are the shower jellies. And I just put them in a soap box, basically travel soap box to make it easily accessible so that they can open it up and just take their loofah, rub it across the different heart shaped, and really enjoy a great effect with these really cool shower jellies. So I really hope that you give this video a try. The basket I ended up just getting from my local store, and everything else was pretty much handmade. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Bye now.